On December 8, 2020, the Canton Police Department responded to a Cherokee County, Georgia, home where they found 13-month-old Hannah Nicole Driver with stab wounds. The baby's mother, Chloe Alexis Driver, who was described as having life-threatening injuries from the incident, was also taken to the hospital. Hannah later lost her life in the hospital. Chloe was in a serious condition at Wellstar Kennestone Hospital for weeks. When she was discharged from the hospital, the police arrested her. Chloe grabbed a knife from the kitchen at the property, where she was with a group of 2 men and 3 women believed to be part of a polygamous lifestyle cult, and stabbed her daughter in the neck before stabbing herself. The baby's father, Benjamin Mikhail, was one of the people present at the property when the incident took place. He attempted life-saving measures until first responders arrived at the scene, whom stated that Hannah was stabbed 4 times. During Chloe's trial in November 2024, she said the following to the judge addressing her mental health: "Though I may not legally meet the definition of insanity as of today, I know in the bottom of my heart that I was, because I never would have done what I did had it not been for my decompensation. In the end, we can't go back and undo the bad no matter how much we want to, but we can learn from it and prevent it from happening again. I will continue to seek help for my mental illness because of this." Dr. Jacqueline Zom said that she evaluated Chloe following the crime and documented her findings in a 38-page report, which she shared with the court. The following is what Chloe said had happened. The day of the stabbing, she finished breastfeeding Hannah and laid her down on a bed in their home. She then went downstairs to the kitchen and grabbed a knife out of the butcher block before going back upstairs to the bedroom. She locked the door behind her and the chaos unfolded. At first, she debated where to stab Hannah. According to Dr. Zom's report, Chloe said, "I think the throat might end us immediately." Dr. Zom said that Chloe told her that she decided to stab Hannah, as well as herself, because she wanted them to lose their lives right away. And characters in the video games she played always passed away instantly when stabbed. She then stabbed Hannah multiple times in the throat, but was worried why her child didn't lose her life immediately. Chloe said that the toddler was quiet and bleeding out. That's when she stabbed herself 3 times in the throat. She was stunned that she was still alive, said Zom, so she tried to stab herself again, this time in the heart. At that point, the authorities were called and rushed to the scene. Hannah's father, Benjamin, said, "Chloe Alexis Driver wasn't a victim. She believed she could take the life of a baby out of the world." Benjamin had at least 2 other wives. The district attorney claimed that Chloe ended their daughter's life because she wanted Benjamin all to herself. Chloe said that she was seeing signs that convinced her that Benjamin and the other wives wanted her to take her own and Hannah's life. She was often seeing knives in her vicinity and thought she had magical powers and could read minds. Dr. McClendon Garrett, a staffer at the Georgia Department of Behavioral Health and Developmental Disabilities, conducted a clinical interview with Chloe. She testified, saying that she determined that Chloe suffered from paranoia as well as experienced delusions, which she described as fixed false beliefs in something even if there is evidence of the contrary. Chloe was convicted of multiple counts, including malice slaying, felony slaying, first-degree cruelty to children, and aggravated assault, but found mentally ill. 4 years after the demise of Hannah, on December 12th, her 24-year-old mother has been sentenced to life in prison with the possibility of parole. Due to Hannah's age, Chloe was also sentenced to 20 years to be served concurrently. Georgia law states that Chloe would have to serve 30 years of her life sentence before being eligible for parole. Before announcing the sentencing, the judge said that the crime was a heinous offense with evidence that was so graphic and so traumatic that I began to do research on what kind of support and help we could give the jurors who were having to consider it. She said, "A parent taking the life of a child is something that just offends us on the deepest level. It is a wrong that just is unfathomable. It just cannot be understood, and it scares us because it is so contrary to just fundamental moral behavior and what we expect of the bonds between human beings." During the sentencing, Chloe expressed remorse for her actions. "I am terribly sorry for many things in my life, but most of all for who was lost, and I always will be. Every single day, I live with my guilt. I see her everywhere, in everything. She lives on and shows me that beauty can be found anywhere, even where I'm going, because I can feel her in my tears.